Hello, church. So here's our devotional for Wednesday, July 8th. What I found to be a hysterical section of commentary from Renita Weems comes up today as we continue in Song of Songs. We're going to be doing two portions that Weems identifies, and still not neither one real long. So we're going to be looking at 9 to 11 and then 12 to 17 for our next portion as we have this continued conversation back and forth between our lovers and some good insights as well as some humorous comment. So we begin with verse 9. I compare you, my love, to a mare among Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are comely with ornaments, your neck with strings of jewels. We will make you ornaments of gold, studded with silver. And then a little setup before getting into the intriguing comment. So she's making a reference here to the use of a mare, a female horse, as a comparison for this for his beloved and the person he is complimenting, and just some good bits. And so where I'm going to pick up is Weems talking about an Egyptian practice that helps us understand this connection to a mare, and then chariots and chariotry, which will be led by stallions, male horses. And she makes the line. The Hebrew incongruency is not a problem to be solved by grammarians when one considers the Egyptian custom of sending a mare out among the stallion-driven chariots of the enemy to distract and waylay the enemy. The implication is that the beloved female in Song of Songs is as tempting and as alluring as a mare. Her earring-adorned cheeks and bejeweled neck heighten her allure. While comparing a woman to a mare may elicit a blank stare from a modern urban audience, we are, after all, totally ignorant of mare's unique contribution to chariotry tactics. We can assume that at the time of its composition, such a comment would have been easily understood by someone familiar with horses and their role in Egyptian tactical formations. A savvy audience knows a compliment when they hear one and knows when to swoon with appreciation. Now, whether the average maiden in antiquity was familiar with the roles mares played in military affairs is another thing altogether. More likely, this is one of those instances so common in courtship rituals in which a man compliments a woman with imagery born of androcentric activities, sports, or warfare, and based on androcentric values, power, and domination, which are foreign to the woman's domain of activities and to her values. We can only guess the maiden's knowledge of mare's role in warfare maneuvers. The shepherd redeems himself, however, by going on to compare his maiden to precious stones. Oh, funny. And so here's our next scripture portion from 12 to 17. While the king was on his, and this is, so we just had the male participant, and now we'll be hearing from the female participant, and this continue back and forth. While the king was on his couch, my nard gave forth its fragrance. My beloved is to me a bag of myrrh that lies between my breast. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blossoms in the vineyards of En-gedi. His response: Ah, you are beautiful, my love. Ah, you are beautiful. Your eyes are doves. Ah, you are beautiful, my beloved, truly lovely. Our couch is green. The beams of our house are cedar. Our rafters are pine. I actually made a misstatement then because I think this is her continuing her response. Weems makes note of the amount of times that we use this title beloved, which we pick up in our Christian context as well. So that, all right, some commentary. It is the maiden's turn to return the compliment. Again, she affectionately refers to the shepherd as king, just in case you thought there might have been a role shift there. In verse 13, the protagonist refers to her lover as beloved. The Hebrew word is dodi, a term she will use more than 12 times. She compares him to choice fragrances, myrrh and henna, which by and large were not native to Canaan and had to be imported. Myrrh was used, among other things, as a cosmetic treatment on young girls preparing for sexual relations with their husbands-to-be, and that's reported in Esther 2, verse 12. Because the springs of En-Gedi made it a fertile oasis, such a site would have been ideal lush garden for myrrh to grow. All right. Yeah, we're still coming in about the 5-minute mark. We'll have a little longer section tomorrow as we step into chapter 2 of Song of Songs, and we will see you then. Have a great day. Bye.